My name is Brian Roes, and I'm in my backyard here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I want to talk to you about those beauties, the tower gardens. These are aeroponic gardening systems that literally let you grow 20, 30, 40 or more plants in this like vertical way. It's an amazing way to grow produce. I've been growing these for about 6 years. And one of the things that I love the most, especially during this time, is that I know exactly who has touched my food. You know, when you go to the grocery store or the farmer's market, it's hard to know everybody that's been in the process of harvesting the food before it gets into your refrigerator and onto your plate. So what I love is that in the morning, I can walk out and I can pick lettuces or herbs to have with my eggs or with my smoothie or whatever. We can have salads that I just walk out my door with a bowl and some scissors, snip it off and take it in. You know, there's a lot of concern out there about contamination on food, and even food that's like supposedly organic, you just never know, right? So it gives me a lot of peace of mind with my family that I can have these in my backyard, easy to go and pick from, and I know that I'm the only one who's touched it. So that's one huge perk of the Tower Garden. I like to pass it to my friend LouAnn. She's going to talk a little bit about something else that she loves with the towers.
I love my towers, and I live in Michigan. And that is one of the big things, is that I get to grow my towers all year long, even if we have snow. So I have 2 towers growing indoors. One is my Tower Garden home, where I have my microgreens as well as other lettuces and herbs. And then I have this Tower Garden flex, which I can use indoors or outdoors. So it's half indoors through the year, half outdoors. And the thing right now that I especially love with my towers is that I have fresh produce at my fingertips every day. So I'm not going to the grocery store very often. I don't try to be out in public a lot. I'm at home, and that way I get to eat all my produce. So I'm eating my kale and parsley, Swiss chard in my shakes. And then I have all these other greens and even celery that I'm picking to put in my large salad. So being able to eat at home, safe, I never have to worry about growing or not having enough food or having a scarcity. And then the fun thing is, I can even add lights, which are usually on all day, and I have a brightness in my day, as well as all the good food that I get to eat whenever we need it. So I'm going to pass it on to my friend Nancy, who's also right now in Michigan.
Hi, I'm Nancy Kroupa from Traverse City, Michigan. And I think in this day and age, we can all say that our lives have changed forever. But one thing for sure, especially the way we think about the healthy quality of the food that we consume. And I dream and I think about the positive future when we can move around freely together. I love our Tower Garden because of the convenience. There's no quick trips to the grocery store to that produce department, and it's so convenient to pick fresh, dense, nutritious produce, and in my case, just outside my kitchen door. I love it because it's organic, and guess what? Nobody has touched it but me. We are snowbirds, and we grow 2 towers in Florida in the winter and 2 here in northern Michigan. My daughters grow 12 months out of the year because of these amazing grow lights that LouAnn just showed us. And we've just returned from Florida, and these are our towers that we had as we left, and they were so beautiful we had to share them with our friends and our neighbors before we left. But as you can see, I'm just getting started, and 5 days ago I planted these beautiful seedlings, and 60 when I do plant the whole Tower Garden, I will be leaving the lights on for 16 hours a day and enjoy lettuce in 3 weeks. And I'll put this tower outside early May and have a huge head start on the growing season this summer. You know, because of our healthy lifestyle, we have the good health and the vitality to enjoy our lives. And best of all, we're leaving a legacy of healthy living for our children. Now, let's go to the Florida Keys to Dee.
So yeah, I'm in the Florida Keys and it is beautiful out here today. And I'm just standing out here with my towers that you can see. And it's crazy times we're living in. If someone would have said, 3 or 4 months ago that what was happening, we would be living in, I would have been really surprised. But I am even more grateful for my towers right now. So a big question that people ask is, does it pay for itself? And yes, it absolutely does. Because this tower behind me, this is my green machine. And I've got on there lettuces and kales and pak choy and some spinach. And the amount of money I would be spending in the store on this tower alone would be well over $20 a week. But a tower doesn't even cost you $20 a week. So you cover the cost of a tower in no time at all. But don't just think about the money that you're spending. What about what you're going to be saving? Because one thing that I never get to use the whole thing of is celery. I'll use celery and I'll use a little bit, but then I get to the middle and by the time I need to use it, it's gone bad, it's gone soggy, and it needs to be thrown away. But when I grow things like celery and greens and all of the produce on the tower, guess what I do? I pick it as I need it. So when I'm making a smoothie and need a bit of kale, I just go and grab what I need. The rest stays on my tower, it's still alive, it's not going bad, and it's not breaking down. So not only am I saving money, I'm not throwing it in the trash as well. So that is huge because right now, for so many people, every single cent counts. So we have to be really careful and mindful of where we're spending those pennies. So this is me and my towers. I love them, been growing them for about 10 years. So mine have paid themselves off years and years and years ago. But we're going to hand you over now to my mother-in-law, Jan, who is in Eustis in her greenhouse.
Now, yes, I'm out of my greenhouse, so yes, I have a few more towers than other people. And if you look at some of these, this is why I grow towers for the last 10 years, but especially today. Today's issue with all of the coronavirus and all of the things we're thinking about, we need to be as healthy as possible. So these towers, the reason I started growing them then and still do today is because the nutrient value of this food. So when I come out for dinner, I pick the chard, I get my kale. If I'm having eggplant or squashes or tomatoes, all I do is grow what I'm going to buy and eat, and that's my dinner. But I know that I've got the most nutrition possible because that's what aeroponic and this tower tonic allows you to have, the nutrient strength we need. We need to eat more fruits and vegetables on a regular basis, but right now it's going to be the top of our list. So if you think about a tower, grow exactly what you would love to buy organically at the store, chard and celery and kale and eggplant and squashes and lettuce, etc. And know that all you're going to do is continually harvest. You're not going to replant it every month. You're simply, the more you harvest, the more it grows. So you'll know you'll have your own little grocery store, backyard or indoor if you're still up north and you're cold. But the importance is the quality of the produce we're eating. Towers are easy. They grow 2 or 3 times faster than in the ground. So if you can in these days, yes, go ahead and plant a garden. But make sure you plant a vertical one as well, simply to guarantee the continual growth of food. So this is your grocery store, along with hopefully some canned goods that you got stored away. But thank you for joining us. Towers are important to everyone. And it's obvious right now because everybody's thinking to grow a tower garden.